Against the background, errors in smart contracts can lead to costly disruptions and loss. Early on academia. Hi Swapna, what are you reading? I'm reading a research paper. The results of a study can be utilized to inform developers by the art of the development of new tools. Additionally, it provides an overview of the reliability of and whether they should be included in the studies. However, the from studies in several this enables Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Congratulations for 500 subscribers and thank you for providing a constant support by subscribing to this channel, which keeps me going and motivated to create such contents which enriches your knowledge. If you're visiting this channel for the first time and if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe it and hit the bell icon to get the notifications instantly. In this video, we will be discussing about how to read a research paper. In our earlier videos, we have seen about how to search for research papers and how to select the research problem and write research paper using Google Scholar and much more. If you haven't watched that video yet, I'll drop the link in the description. Kindly check the video. Must have been selected a research area and also selected some of the research papers to read. Now let's see how reading a research paper is different from reading other literary resources. Reading a research paper is different from reading other literary resources. Research paper involves a lot of technical terms and jargons which the reader should know about it. I have already said in the earlier videos that you should have a very strong knowledge on your research area. You should know all these terms, but there are chances that we will not know all these terms. In that case, you can immediately search and get to know about it, what is a specific term. So once you're okay with the knowledge of the technical terms, you can continue with the research paper reading. Research paper includes original findings and conclusions drawn from data experiments and analysis. Therefore, it requires careful critical analysis and scrutiny to evaluate the validity and the reliability of the results presented in the research paper. Thus, reading a research paper requires a focused approach in understanding the complex concepts and evaluating its evidence. Let us discuss the common structure of a research paper. It includes title, author's affiliation, abstract, keywords, introduction, literature review, methodology, experiments, results, conclusion, acknowledgements, and references. Based on the author's preference or due to the journal's expectation, some of the fields would be merged together or you may find some extra fields added. But are we going to read the research paper in this exact order? No. Let us see the suitable order in which a research paper should be read. Number 1. Title and abstract. This would present you the primary subject and scope of your research area. Sometimes it also highlights the core results and conclusions of the research and also determines the importance of the research. Number 2. Introduction. This section will present you the relevant information of the research aims to achieve and also presents the gaps in the research area. Number 3. Conclusions. This section presents the core takeaways and broader impacts of the research findings. Sometimes it may also contain limitation or constraints in the research. It will also suggest some of the ideas or directions which you can take it further in this research area. This is the area where you have to concentrate for expanding your research area. So get these future directions and try to implement it as your research problem. Number 4, results. This section lists the major outcomes and statistical measures of the research. It would also highlight that why results deviate from the expectations. Number 5, methodology. This section highlights the steps of the experimental process and also identifies some specific tools, libraries, hardware or any software requirements to carry out the research experiments. It also specifies the details of the data set or sample information using which the research study was conducted. Number 6, literature review. This section presents the summary of all the research paper the author has read and also used it as a support and backup for the research study. If you feel some of the references require in-depth analysis, then follow the above approaches for the same in the further research papers. Apart from this, you can go through some of the charts or through visual representation of the research paper ideas, through which you will get an abstract knowledge from it. Okay. I have selected the research paper and also selected few research papers which I am going to study further. But how will I remember all these details? It's quite a lot of details. Once you start reading the research papers, you will face the problem of how to remember all these informations once you read more than 5 research papers. I would like to share the trick which I used to follow during my research journey. I created a table with columns like research paper title, author's details, journal information, year published, keyword, summary, and critical analysis. Once I have finished reading a paper, I immediately fill the details of these columns. Prefer to create this table using some tools like MS Excel, which will be easy for you to search, update, and also edit the details. That's all everyone. I hope you must have benefited from this video. It is not mandatory for you to apply all these techniques as such. You can also modify based on the research area and the research process you are carrying forward. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and also share this video to other researchers. Sharing knowledge is not a crime. Thank you.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game.